This PYFL All-Star Game is brought to you by Pro Athletics, made in the USA, custom sublimated uniforms and apparel. On the web at proathletics.com. Postnet in Moorpark. Create, duplicate, deliver. On the web at postnet.com. Dana O Photography. On the web at danao.com. Westco International Consulting of Ventura. On the web at westcointl.com. Sports Academy in Thousand Oaks. On the web at sportsacademy.us. American Trophies and Awards of Simi Valley. On the web at americanTrophy.securedwebpages.net. Lucky Fool's Pub on High Street in Moorpark. And by Hard Luck Kings Guitars and Apparel of Westlake Village. On the web at hardluckkings.com. And now, back to the action.
Nicholas Stratman has it teed up, and we're ready to go. The East kicking off to the West as we begin the third quarter. West with a 6-0 lead. Stratman hits that one well. And it'll be returned here. Near side it is. The speedster, Ryan Quinn. Flags are out. Quinn is the young man that had the touchdown and takes it out to the 49-yard line.
Again, that was a great effort by Quinn. He picked the ball. He probably ran 50 yards to get 20, but he did a great job of returning the ball, getting it upfield, getting it to midfield. Looked like we have a penalty on the field, so we'll see where they place the ball to start the game.
Beautiful tackle by Austin Evans on the return. It was an excellent return indeed by the dangerous Ryan Quinn, but this one's going to see yardage walked off against the Western Stars.
That's a dangerous play there when you lead with the crown of your helmet. You want to always advise guys if you're going to tackle, how to tackle. Tackle with your head and eyes up. If you always coach, try to put your face on the football. That keeps your head up. That gets your body across, the shoulder across the body so you can get a knock-em-back tackle. So we want safety here, so we want guys to keep their head and eyes up. But that's a huge penalty.
West has it with a 6-0 lead. Be 1st and 10. On the down marker on the near side, they have 4th down, but that needs to be corrected.
Nicholas Quinn has done a great job. Strayman has done a great job up front getting pressure here again.
A completion to White, Paul White, thrown by Alamillo, who's starting. Thomas Alamillo gets the nod.
Thomas Alamillo in the first half of the game, he made a great pass. It was probably the longest pass they had in the game. Here again, he is really poised in the pocket, really undersized. I don't know how you can see over his big lineman, but he always gets the job done.
Officials timeout for the moment. They're going out to check on Troy Reyes, the quarterback. They're also checking on Paul White, so Paul White's going to walk off. So apparently Paul was shaken up, but he looks to be healthy as he walks off under his own power, and that's a good sign. The clock begins to run, and we're looking at 2nd down and about 4 to go. And they look to run the football here. That's just a simple dive to the near side, and running with the football was Johnson again. Number 31, Jordan Johnson out of Thousand Oaks, played for the Titans.
That was a great tackle by number 5, Pendleton. He shot in there. He wrapped the legs. He wrapped them up. A great stop. I mean, again, you look at these little linebackers. They're a little small and undersized, but, boy, will they hit.
Quarterback's going to keep the ball. Good idea. 1st down yardage for Thomas Alamillo.
Well, it was a good job by Miles. He made a great tackle here at the end. That could have been a huge play. One more miss, and it could have been a touchdown. You can see where the defense, they brought the pressure off the edges, but they left the middle wide open. So the quarterback, he stepped up in the pocket and had a big gain for 15 yards.
Running back out onto the field is Troy Reyes, the quarterback of the Moorpark Musketeers. Threw for 10 touchdowns this year, so he's very accurate throwing the ball as Troy Reyes. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Just the beginning of the third quarter. The West has it, and they own a 6-0 lead. Reyes comes under center. And the run is shut down. That's great defense from the Eastern Stars. Jordan Johnson has shaken up. He was the young man that handled the football. So we're going to have another official's timeout.
Again, the anchor on the right side of the line, Nick Strayman, he is just a big, massive guy there up front. He's hard to block. You know, every time they line up in that pressure formation, he gets in the backfield. If they try to run to the right side, Nicholas is there to make the play. Again, he had a great stop and tackle for a loss.
9:12 left. Third quarter, West leads 6-0. Again, some good news to report. Jordan Johnson is okay. He was shaken up on that last play, but like all the others, has been able to walk off under his own power. So the fine running back of the Western Stars is out of the lineup, and he's been replaced by Kane Miller of the Calabasas Wolfpack. And Kane had some outstanding runs in the opening half. Reyes throwing it. Incomplete. Good-looking aerial. He wanted to get it to Spear. Just a little bit underthrown.
It's a great job by the defensive secondary. Those guys all did a decent job. They're backed up. They stayed in their zone. They were in position to make a play if the ball was thrown. Here again, the pressure up front is not allowing the quarterback to set his feet and make a good throw. Those guys up front, Strahan and Simpkins and Miles, all bringing the pressure.
3rd and 13. 2018 PYFL All-Star action for you today. Of course, the PYFL is looking to expand their product. It is a great product. Run with Lopez to the right. And Michael takes it out to the 44-yard line. Again, in and around the football. I'll tell you who's been impressive is this Caleb Field, the defensive tackle, number 11. He's always around the football.
Fields is around the football on that particular play. Tyler Hudson's around the football. I can't say enough about both of these defensive. They both have fielded 2 defensive teams that run to the football. If there's one thing that these all-star teams do best, they get the best athletes, they get the fastest athletes, and they take those athletes and they put them on the field and they let them run and make plays. To be good around the football, that's the key to winning football games.
4th down and 8. Ball's on the 44. So this is a spot on the field where sometimes you'll consider going for it, but one would think they'll punt it here with a 6-0 lead. And the East anticipates the punt, so they're going to drop some kick returners back. Unquestionably, the West is going to punt the football here, one would think. No, he's going to punt. Oh, yeah, you come under center.
That's a different kind of punt formation. You come from under center, back up.
Kick to the near side. That's dangerous to pick the football up there, but Lee did. In fact, that was Miles that picked up the football. He's a daredevil.
He's a daredevil. Yes, he is. Because I just let that ball just stay on the ground. Peter, get away, get away, get away. Stay away from the ball. But here, the net effect on that punt was maybe 10 yards. So they're in great position here going forward. They just got to put something together here and get some scores on the board.
Well, the East is really just one play away. You know, Ricky, one big play here and a conversion, they could win the football game.
Absolutely. And, but like we've said earlier, Rosie, the defense on both sides of the ball is playing outstanding football. This has been a defensively dominated game, and it's going to take a big play on one team's behalf to be able to pull this out.
Well, it's a 1st and 10. Ball sitting on the 47-yard line for the Eastern Stars. Let's see what they can accomplish with their first set of downs in the second half. And they run it. A little smash mouth football for 3 yards.
Great tackle there by Morris, Deegan Morris. I mean, he's a downhill player. He sees the ball carrier. He sets his feet. He drives. He gets to knock him back on the tackle. Great job by the defense for the West.
Miles McCrory of Palmdale was able to pick up 3 yards out to the 50-yard line. 6:10 to play in the third quarter. That's gone by rapidly. 2nd down and 7. High snap, but they're going to get this pitch play, but ball's on the ground. Looks like it's been recovered, saved beautifully by the Eastern Stars, number 21, Austin Evans.
Here again, you can't say enough about the West defense. These guys are getting pressure up front. They had a guy penetrating. We had almost a chance to recover that fumble. But again, defense has been the key to this football game. We got to get some plays offensively if we want to have a chance to tie this score up.
3rd down. They're way behind the chains now with 3rd and 14. Sophia Martinez at the end of the day will have a chat with the most valuable player of this morning's game. Again, they stay on the ground. And that's tight defense, beautifully done by the Western Stars. And it's going to be 4th down and very long. Just no running room, not able to root them out of there. Blocking, unable to get those defenders away. And the defense has been airtight.
Great job by Emiliano Castino. I mean, here again, another one of those big guys up front who steps up, make a tackle, plays tackle number 88. Did a good job of shutting them down right there at the line of scrimmage. Now we got 4th down, and they're going to have to make a decision whether to try to punt it or try to get a big play here on 4th down. It looks like they're going to punt it, Coach.
Rossi Cherry was denied that last carry. And with 4:25 left in the third and the clock running, it is 4th down and 11, so they're going to sit back in that punt formation and kick it away. Stratman with a good leg. And this one is returnable. Great opportunity for the Western Stars.
That's the first time that we've seen 3 missed tackles in a row. Again, that's the reason for the big run. That's the reason for the big return. And it looks like, again, the West has gained some momentum, and they're looking to make a charge for another score.
Great return by Salgado all the way down to the 38-yard line. We talked about him earlier today, and Noah Salgado, over 1,400 yards this year, 263 points, 14 touchdowns. He had quite a year for the Moorpark Musketeers, who were the runner-up. They lost the Super Bowl game to that outstanding team from West Lancaster, the Eagles. Well, here comes the West. They're thinking if they can get one more score here, they'll be in great shape. Caleb Powers, a wide receiver, is split to the near side, and a flag comes out. They're counting up the numbers on the defensive side and on the offensive side. And we have a legal substitution. There's too many out there on the offense.
We got some new guys in the game here for the east side on defensive. And these guys have done a great job so far up front with Green and Lee and Haas. I think that, again, you're going to see more speed here with this combination of guys up front. So expect these guys to blitz more going into this next series.
Well, trotting back out there is Troy Reyes, the quarterback. And again, he's the young man that performed for the Moorpark Musketeers. These are 9 and 10 and 11-year-olds. My name's Randy Rosenblum, today better known as Rosie, as I'm working with Ricky Hunley, outstanding linebacker in the National Football League for 7 years with the Broncos, the Cardinals, and the Raiders. Played in a couple Super Bowls. We'll talk about that as the day goes on. 1st and 15, a run play designed to the left, but there's nothing there. That's just great defense, and charging through was Haas. Hayden Haas, the defensive end.
We just talked about that new lineup that they put in there. They put in a speed lineup with Haas and Lee. And here, Hayden Haas, he gets in the backfield, makes the tackle for a loss. He shows a little excitement there, and that's what it's all about. These guys are having fun on defense. And if we can just calm down, and I think things are going to turn, and we're going to see a better performance here by the offense because they have the talent. They have some athletes. And then on the defensive side of the ball here for the West, they have done a fabulous job of stopping the offense of the East.
Timeout on the field. 2:43 left in the third. 6-0 West. Second down for the West. They need 18. Ball's resting at the 46-yard line, and Reyes to the air, and it's incomplete. Paul White, who's been his favorite target most of the day, he's looked for White, number 4, all day long.
Yeah, but you want to utilize White, I think, a little more just on the deeper passes. It's hard for the quarterback to get the ball out because he's got immediate pressure in his face. The defense have done a fabulous job of applying the pressure. And, I can't say enough about these two defenses. This has been a completely dominated defensive game.
Yeah, it remains 6-0. Again, the only score, a deflective pass, and Ryan Quinn went about 60 yards for a touchdown. Reyes is looking for White again, and it's underthrown, and it's a pick. We're going back the other way with Austin Evans. Austin Evans down the sideline. Stepped out of bounds inside the 20-yard line.
Here again, Austin Evans was patient. He saw the ball being thrown. He watched the quarterback drop back, drop that shoulder, and lay it up. And he went up and picked it. And then he returned it for about 35, 40 yards. Exceptional play by Austin. Here, again, the defense comes alive. But it starts again. Football games are one up front. It's that pressure that you're getting up front that's causing these bad throws.
So the East starts in the red zone at the 17 after the pick. They'll split Lee in the slot on the left side, number 6. Offside on the defense before the snap.
Here again, this is where you think that the West would just be a little more poised because now you're really going to be tested defensively to see how you perform when you get in the red zone. Most of the game, they've been great out in the field, but now in the red zone, they got to be calm. You can't have those pre-snap mistakes. That's going to give the East those extra yards closer to the end zone.
That's a great run to the outside by Laporte. Touchdown. Deshaun Laporte from the West Lancaster White team with a huge run, and once he hit to the outside, he was gone.
Rosie, Laporte pulled that ball down, and now he made a move towards the line of scrimmage, and did you see that move, that jump step to the outside, and he bounced it to the outside, and once he got to the edge, it was 6.
Well, the quarterback takes it in. It's a 6-6 tie. We've been told now he wants it to be called Laporte. So we're going to go with Laporte because that's a request. And Laporte with a marvelous run.
Laporte's put him back in the game. We're all tied up here. Now if we can get the extra point made, they can take the lead. And, again, this is a defensive battle, but we've had 2 great offensive plays that give us great scores.
We also had the big interception from Austin Evans that really changed field position. It was a sudden change.
The sudden change was big for the East. The East has lagged on offensively throughout the game. But here with the interception, but they're a different ball team when they get in the red zone. You can see that. And the West is a different ball team when they have to defend in the red zone because throughout the field they have done a great job.
Nicholas Stratman for the point after. It's not going to get there. It's partially blocked. So we're even at 6 apiece. We're in a draw.
Wow. No rush, and you blocked the kick. You just had to get it up a little bit more. But great job by the West. We got a tie ball game.
This is what we expected. We expected it to be competitive, but a little bit more scoring in the game. But, hey, the East just broke through offensively.
Well, you can't expect, a score to happen on every play. But guys like me, I think this is a great game because it's been a great defensive game. You've seen sacks. You've seen interceptions. You've even seen a few big plays on offense, but predominantly this has been a defensive football game, and defensive coaches love to see games like this. Football games are won with scoring, but championships are won with defense.
Well, if someone's going to have to do it one more time. So we've seen these great defenses prevail for most of the morning and now into maybe the early afternoon before this one ends, but someone's going to have to put another score on the board.
Well, we got a whole quarter to go, and 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the third, and a whole fourth quarter to go. I think we're going to see a couple more scores. I think the coach is going to let it go and pull out their bag of tricks and make sure we get some more points and make it a very entertaining game in the end.
Stratman will punt it away. Paul White's back, as is Ryan Quinn. No surprise. Two of the featured offensive players. It's Cohen to Quinn. It went right through his wicket, but he's able to pick it up. Let's see what Ryan can do here. Cuts to the near side, showing some excellent running ability, and takes it out to the 37-yard line.
Here again, number 5, Pendleton, he just quietly just shows up. He looks like he's the smallest guy out there on the field when it comes to defensive ball, but he's so fast. He's lightning quick. And I love the way he just sticks his face in there and he just wraps the guy up and gets him down every time.
Out to the 37. That's where they'll start. First down for the Bantam West. And again, these are bantamweights, 9, 10, and 11-year-olds. Mostly they're 10. Out of the gun, quarterback Michael Duran Morales. Fly sweep, near side with it is Gray, and he cuts it back and may have got back to the line of scrimmage. Garrett Gray didn't have a whole lot of running room. He liked his effort, but the defense was too tough again.
That's Miles. He comes off the edge. He is a very disciplined football player. He always stays in his spot to make sure the ball doesn't bounce to the outside. It gives that running back nowhere to go but inside. So Miles, again, he steps up and makes the tackle. They're doing a good job up front with the 3 big guys and the 2 speed guys on the edges.
Oh, by the way, the weather is gorgeous. It was cold in the morning in the upper 40s, but it's bright sunshine, abundant sunshine today after the rain we had earlier in the week. That pass is underthrown. Again, White was the target. That was a throw that just got away from Morales. Duran Morales a little bit underthrowing that one.
Good pressure coming off the left edge by Simpkins. You can't say enough about this defense. They show up when it's time to show up and make plays on defense. But the key is what you can do in fourth down. We got 3rd and 9. If we can get the fourth down and get the fourth down stop, they got a chance to score again.
Will Duran Morales throw, or will they stay on the ground? They need, as Ricky said, they need 9 yards. Offside on the defense, so the task will get a little bit easier.
Well, you cut it down to 3rd and 4. The key is use your running backs. Now's the time you want to use your running backs and you just want to go ahead and get the score, or you want to get to the first down. If you can get 4 or 5 yards here and get the first down, you get a whole new set of downs. Don't waste that down on a pass. Use the running game. Your running game has been good for you, and I think this is the key to keeping the drive alive.
So you're thinking 4-down territory, so maybe 2 more runs to pick it up if they don't get it on 3rd down. So it's 3rd down and 4 to go for Duran Morales. And they came offside again. Oh, they call it a procedure. Interesting call.
Yeah. Here again, we've had several penalties back to back. Just cooler heads will prevail. Just be patient, be smart. Key to football. The ball is the issue. If you look at the football, you can't be offsides. There's an old saying, you play football with your eyes, hands, and feet. So use your eyes first to make sure you're not offside.
Saw the blitz come in. It looked like the defense was offside, but yet that was an offensive penalty.
I think you're splitting hairs there, but the defense got caught. But I don't think they're going to slow down. I think they're still going to bring the pressure.
3rd down, back to 9 as they exchange 5 fouls. 3 to the left side. Duran Morales looking in that direction and throws it straight out of bounds. So now it's going to bring up a 4th down, and that penalty, that second penalty, when it took him back to 4th and 9, really hurt him.
It really hurt him. It set him back here, and now you got 4th and 9. I think they're going to have to punt the ball here and, lose some really good field position that they had early on.
Yeah, they're all the way back to their 36-yard line. Tyler Hudson is dropping back. One of the return men, along with Austin Evans, who had that huge interception. .43 seconds left in the third quarter. A lot of confusion again. Again, this is where you have all these substitutes and you're trying to put an all-star team together. Now you're working with second team players. This is difficult for the coaching staffs.
Yeah, and it takes some coordination, because you got to get all these guys on the same page, not just one level, but 2 deep. And so, you start substituting, you guys got to remember what position and where they lined up. And it's a challenge, but, it's youth football, and it's a learning process.
There's the Case Franco punt. Convenient roll. Down at the 40-yard line, and nicely done by David McCormick, getting down there to down the football. So with 36 seconds left, the East has the ball at a 6-6 tie. Let's see if they can do some more damage. Last time they had it, Laporte was able to run for a touchdown, their fine quarterback. So they're going to start to run the clock. Officials are trying to get that clock started, and they finally do. I think the officials are trying to get the game moving along a little quicker. Third quarter's been a struggle. Here's a handoff, and no running room at all for Dino Scordia.
Well, Scornia has been a guy who's a big bruiser. I think that, trying to establish the run here early, it may set up some things to get a ball down the football field in the pass. Now the quarter's over. We've shown a little spark here. I think that here's an opportunity again for the offense.
After 3, the East and the West tied at 6 apiece in our bantamweight PYFL All-Star Game.